Good morning, everybody. Today is Friday. Woohoo! Happy Coffee Monday. It's Friday. It's 8:46 in the morning, so let's get started. This is going to be about yours truly at the top. I am not shocked, not nor surprised, but really, really dumbfounded. So the other night, and if you haven't subbed up to No Thanks, Doug, you know, please sub up to him. He's a really good person. Deep down inside, he does care about Summer. He wants her found like everybody else. You want the truth. Okay, so, Candus, you're a liar. You caught. You were triggered. Ha ha. Let's go back to the very beginning 2 years ago. Your story was basically you got up in the morning. Your husband, too, kind of like might have fibbed too. Said that, you got up in the morning, you took Summer with you, you took your mother to the ER, you dropped her off, you went to pick up H, you went and, well, I don't know, then you went and picked up your mother, and supposedly you told CM that you went to the pond, and somehow, with a leg immobilizer on from a hospital, which is a knee brace, people, that your mother was able to walk down a hill with a cane on it. Impossible. I've had those knee braces. Impossible. Those knee braces are to keep your knee straight so that you're not doing any inflammation on them till it heals. So I'm debunking your story. You're a liar. Your mother wasn't at that pond, was she? Mm-mm. You let that cat right out of the bag. We said, yeah. I got the clip. And I'm going to play it later on. So then I'm watching and listening to CM's interview with you. How come you didn't tell Doug that you stopped at Sonic after the pond like you did to CM, and you got slushies, and you got purple for Summer, and you got one, your mother got one, and H got one, huh? How come you didn't tell them that? How come you didn't tell that to Doug? You told Doug you left at 8:30 in the morning. She wanted to go to the hospital, so you took her. You waited for her, then you went and got H, and then you stopped off at Walgreens and dropped off the prescription. Then you came home and got Summer, which right there tells everybody that you left Summer home. Changed her into a bathing suit, then you took her and H down to the pond because Grandma wasn't there. How close am I to this? And then you left the pond. Well, no, you told CM that you picked up vapes and you picked up some, you don't know where he got the twisted tea from, but you picked up some vapes and went down the pond. Hunter H went into the woods. You don't know why. He came out doing gang signs. I've seen pictures of you doing those signs too. Putting the fingers in front of your face. I've seen it. I've seen those pictures. Girl, you can't play a fool. You think you're playing people for a fool, but you're not. But I want to ask a question. Remember that red barrel that little Summer was standing in front of it, right about the back door or the front door here, dancing around, in the rain, or down the driveway a little bit in the rain, How come the red barrel is laying on its side in this picture below with a big piece of tape over it or something covering up the for sale? I just noticed that. And that was from CM's video. And I have a better picture of it. So I want to know why that barrel is still even around your property. You remember the rain dance that somebody coached her into twirling around? Remember? Had the for sale sign on it. I believe it might have been even taken, uh, down a little bit on the hill, but it was on your property. Supposedly that was one of the last videos or so that you took of summer. Remember that from your TikTok? Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah. Well, if you notice the red barrel, which I'll have a better picture of it up in community later, the red barrel has like a white piece of tape or something over it from where the for sale was, or it's covering up part of it, or it's laying on its side so you can't see it. But I thought that was very interesting, very weird. But here's the other thing that's more interesting. Grandma's trailer faces the front door area, whatever you call the front door, and that she can see when somebody's coming out of the back door up to the hill. You can see, because as soon as you come up and you turn, you can see. I'm right next to Granny's little trailer, supposedly the dog trail. See, I got a clearer picture right here. There's Granny's trailer. Here's the side door, the front door. And then here is the trail, the dog trail. Right? And how close was she? This is not a very big trailer. This is a little bitty pull along. And those pull alongs are so thin in the walls, you can hear everything. Everything. You told Doug that you got home around 3, 4, 5 o'clock. Really? So if you got home at 5, how did all this transpire and you made that little phone call to Donnie? I can't find Summer. Help! And then he supposedly races home and gets home at 5:30 in the afternoon. How is that possible? When you told CM that you got home about 2:30 after dropping off H, and you were unloading the car and had the boys help you unload groceries, and you're putting groceries away, and Mom wanted to replant her cactus. Originally you said flowers. It's cactus. Replant her cactus, and you claimed that Summer put those little rocks out, which I don't believe you. And she placed her little Paw Patrol toys around it, which I don't believe you. Because it was too neat for a 5-year-old to actually make it look like that. An adult can make it look like that, but not a 5-year-old. Sorry, I'm not buying it. And then you went in the house, and Summer was supposedly playing and wanted to go downstairs to play with her toys. And you went down there, and she's gone. And you told CM, I don't know whether the back door was locked or not. Meanwhile, I've heard Don say that back door was always locked. So what is it? Where's the truth? You want to know why people are picking on you and calling you names and things like that? Because people don't believe you. Your story has changed, I want to say, a dozen times. A lot of things have changed. You failed to tell Doug that you stopped at Sonic. You failed to tell him that you went to Priceless on the way home. No, you told him we went straight home. If you went straight home, then how did you stop at Priceless and get milk and 2 boxes of something that someone was leaning up against in the car? How'd you get that? Magic? Poof, it landed in my car. I have magical powers. I can make that happen. No, you got caught and you got triggered. And you got critters over there from the farm. And you got her farm animals sitting there all supporting you and giving you strength and sending you t-shirts and making wreaths out of Christmas trees for you. And then eBay it for you. After your husband called in and told her, we don't need you to do that anymore because I'm making money because I'm working on 2 houses. What do you need the money for? It needs to stop. People need to stop enabling you. They need to stop babying you and enabling you. They need to stop. They need to stop believing every little thing you say, because not everything is true. I've already proven it. I got clips of you changing your story around more than once. And I'm going to put a video together about it this week. Your story doesn't fit. You made it sound all happy and go lucky when CM was there. And then you told Doug a whole other story. And you got caught and you went, yeah, yeah. I'll be right there, people. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, you failed to tell Doug that, yeah, after we left the pond and I was dropping H off at home in between, I stopped at Priceless and I was supposed to be in there for 5 minutes. Actually, we were in there a little longer than that. And then I dropped H off. Or did you drop H off before Priceless and you took Leslie with you and Grandma was home? I think Grandma was home. That's my opinion. I have the right to that opinion. And I'm using all this with the fair use law. Fair use 107. Huh, Candus? You got caught and you got triggered. You did go to Priceless with Leslie. H wasn't in that car. You already dropped him off. Grandma wasn't with you either. Grandma was already home after you went and picked up Summer from the house to take her to the pond with you. How come you didn't take the boys? Huh? I'm sure they would have liked to have gone swimming. Then, after Leslie said no, you were seen on Light Hollow Road as well that day. What were you doing? Joyriding around? Was the child sleeping, according to you, allegedly sleeping in the back seat against milk? You failed to tell Doug that. And when he asked you a question, it triggered you. Summer wasn't in the car. It was you and Grandma and H who went to Walgreens afterwards to drop off the prescription. It wasn't Summer in that car. And he never mentioned Summer's name. And you were triggered. You said, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? You can play all you want about being the innocent little victim. You ain't the victim, girlfriend. The victim is this child right here. This little girl, Summer. Summer Moon Utah Wells is a victim. And her brothers are victims. You are not a victim, and neither is your husband, who, by the way, said that he woke up early in the morning when the sun comes up because he don't use the clock. And he left the house probably around 7:30 in the morning and everybody was sleeping. So would you get up at the same time, or you slept in the 8 o'clock and then left at 8:30? You know, just curious of how this all went out. You get mad because people are asking you questions, or you tell somebody, well, if you want to know anything, the timeline, you want to know anything, you come and see me and I'll tell you to your face. Meanwhile, the person lives in California. Really? So what's the deal with you and DV? You gonna let him search around? Yeah, I heard that yell, chummy chummy, a little bit. Your timeline stinks, and people are starting to fill in that timeline. So what happened between those times? That's all that everybody's asking. The truth. Why can't you tell the truth? Why does it always have to be a story and a lie just to play pranks on people? 3 pranks I know that you've done so far, and they're not funny. Your pranks stink. Not good at it. So stop. You got caught, and Candus is butthurt about it. Well, you got caught. Summer was not there. I don't care if a CTV took a video of you driving through the drive-through. The the LE has it. I don't care about that. I've never seen it, and I don't care about that. Summer was not in that car that day, going from the ER to pick up H, or having H with you. That you left her at the ER, went and picked up H, went back and got her, took her prescription to the Walgreens and back home to get Summer. Summer wasn't in that car. And you said, yeah, yeah, yeah. You ought to be ashamed of yourself for all this thing. There is no way that somebody with you told CM, well, Mom and me were at the pond, and Mom and Summer and I walked down this hill, and Mom used a cane. What happened to that you had a knee brace on, which was an immobilizer, and an immobilizer, you can't bend those knees. Oh, but I saw a picture. I am going to share with everybody. Smiley had it. Oh, I love Smiley. Sub up to her page. Please sub up to her page. She had the best picture of your mother squatting down on her hands and knees in front of the trailer. Woo! Busted. You can't play a fool. You can't play the fool anymore, girlfriend. You think you're trying to. Hang on, everybody. Let me see if I can get that picture. I'll show it to you. Okay, this picture that I have up here of Granny bending over in front of her trailer. It came from Smiley Stories World. Please sub up to her page. I really like her a lot. Okay, Granny has a bad knee, but she's able to bend over like that and do stuff out of her property. Ooh, ooh, you got caught in a fibby, 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 fibby. Was this taken before or after? Got a bad knee and you're bending over like that. Mm-mm. Messing with your flowers, it looks like, or your cactus or weeds. Hmm? You can't play the fool, Candace. You can't play a fool. Now, could she have hurt her knee before this picture or after this picture? Possibly. It's possible. But you claim that she had a knee replacement and she wears a knee brace. With an immobilized knee brace from a hospital, you can't move your leg. You can't bend it. You put it up over your shoe, slide it up on your leg, put it the hole over your knee, pull the Velcro to tighten it, and you wear it. And it's to mobilize your leg to take the swelling down. Unless you went, well, you can't go in WM anymore, but unless your mother or somebody went into WM and bought a knee brace from there, which is easy to walk with, and you really don't have to, you really have movement in your leg. I have one of those too. It still has the hole in it. You slide it up over your leg, over your pants, and you wear it. But either way, she can bend. She can bend real good, see? As again, I'm using this with the Fair Use Law 107, people. So, when I saw this, I wasn't really shocked because I know they're liars. But I have to laugh. What are you doing, trying to play it? Milk it for all it's worth? You got critters believing that you got a bad heart. If you had a bad heart, no hospital would release you to go home. They would have put you on a heart monitor. They would have given you medication there and then. They would have rushed you up to the cath lab or surgery to do whatever they have to do. They would not send you home with medication, and they would tell you to quit smoking. You smoke like a chimney. And they would tell you to quit drinking too, because that's no good for the heart. I know. I've been smoke free for 6 years. I had a heart attack. I have a very small heart attack, a mild one. I caught it in time, but I didn't go home right after I went to the hospital. I was hooked up to monitors. I was in the hospital for 3.5 days. 2 days in ICU. I have 2 stents in my heart. I've lost a tremendous amount of weight. I do my cardio walks. Sometimes you guys have come along with me on my cardio walks. And we talk. But I felt this was worthy to make this today. Candus, you will be called out on your lies. You see, what words you have said before, what comes around goes around, you know, karma. Yeah. It's not about you, and it's not about Don. Okay? And I don't care what Tim M is saying. He can go blow his air somewhere else. It's called free speech. People are not hurting you. People are not picking on you and bullying you. People are saying what they feel is important to say. Like in a night, you got caught and you didn't like getting caught. I figured last night or the night, I figured that critters would have had another life with you on there. You don't, when anybody gets too close to that truth, or you get triggered and you answered it and went, oops, I made a boo-boo, I said something, you fell off script, You know, the script that whoever started for you to follow. You know, you fell off script, and as soon as that you got caught, you wouldn't come back online. Had nothing to do with the fact that you couldn't or that you were having signal problems. It had to do with the fact that you got triggered. You got caught in a lie. So when you told everybody that you after the pond that when you stopped, you told CM that you stopped at Sonic to get some slushies, to go pick up mom, and then you took the medicine, you took her prescription to Walgreens, and then you dropped H home, and then you oh wait no, then you went to Priceless to do a little food shopping, then you dropped H at home, and then you came home and the boys helped you unpack the groceries and this and that, and Summer was sleeping in the back of the car, and then Summer was inside the house, and all of a sudden you saw your mom sitting outside on her step, and you asked her, what was the matter, mommy? And she said she wanted to replant those cactuses. So you turn around and ask Summer if she wanted help. What child touches cactuses at the age of 5? Not very many. They stick and they're prickly. No child's gonna touch a cactus. But you told people you planted flowers too. I don't see no flowers. I didn't see no flowers. Mm-hmm. You think you're playing people. You're not. You're not playing anyone. You're screwing yourself is what you're doing. And you're doing a really good job of it. And you're doing a very, very, very good job of that. All by yourself. Wow, I'm proud of you. Let me see if I can find what I'm looking for here. Let's see. Picture. That was a wrong picture. Wait that one. Let me see if we can find that one I'm looking for. Because that was the wrong picture there. Why did I do that? 1 second, people. I'm sorry about that. Happens. I'm going to show you real quick what I'm talking about. See the cactus? You see the weeds? I don't really see cactus. I see weeds with Paw Patrol toys in here and these rocks. These rocks, in my opinion, were already there. And the little Paw Patrol toys were placed there by Candus. That's in my opinion. I don't feel that a 5-year-old did that. Yeah, here's cactus. Here's cactus. These cactuses, in my opinion, were already here. They were not replanted. And these little toys here and rocks and stuff were already in this box. In my opinion, Summer did not put these rocks in this box. These look like they've been here. Okay? They look like they've already been in here because you could tell. This is too neat for a 5-year-old to do this. A 5-year-old does not do this. I am sorry, I don't agree. And that's where I'm keeping it. I don't agree with that. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So, Candus, you got quiet. Why, girlfriend? And Candus keeps sitting there and she keeps protecting you. And she keeps thinking that you're just so fragile and all this stuff. Candus needs to stop e-begging for you and she needs to stop babying you. Okay? Because the more she babies you and the more that she coaches you and tells you, okay, Candice, it's okay to talk. She ain't your mama. But Candus likes to sit there and control that narrative, control that show. Candus is her own person. It's okay, Candus. You can talk. She needs to quit putting the Cash App up. She needs to stop the e-begging for you because you're not on hard times. Don even stated that he sends money home to you. So what do you need money for? And then I hear something about a vacation. Let me say this, and I'm saying this in my own opinion. You have some nerve. Look at this little girl right here. This little baby who's been gone for 2 years. Take a good look. 2 years she's been gone. Come June. If that's when she went missing. And you want to go on a vacation? This little girl don't get to go on a vacation. She don't get to go and see Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. I'm using that with the Fair Use Law 107. She don't get to see Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. She don't get to go to a water park. She don't get to go to places that are fun. She don't get to go on a vacation because something happened to her and you know what happened to her and you won't tell. And if it was an accident, fine, everybody understands accidents happen. But when you play these kind of games and you don't tell the truth, and you keep going with that abduction story that, in my opinion, never happened. Not on this property. No way. Not with all the dogs around. Not with your mother right there. Not with the front door right there. Not with your kids running around. No. An abduction did not happen. Nobody came up that dog trail. You even stated that somewhere. I have to find the recording, but something about the dog trail you said. So I'll leave that alone. But nobody came up that dog trail. Nobody came up that dog trail. There's no way in the summertime with all the trees and the way they are. You may not be able to see everything through them when they're very bloomed, but rocks are slippery. Sticks make crunchy sounds when you step on them. Leaves make noise. Nobody came up that hill. Nobody took that baby. And you keep going with the abduction story, which is driving me nuts because you both know damn well it didn't happen. So stop. But if an accident happened, what did you do with Summer? Where is she? Where did you take her? Where is she? I can't believe that a mother turns around and you lie through your teeth. Oh, I go out searching every day for her. No, you don't. You haven't searched for her in 2 years. You have not taken your sneakers and put them on your feet and walked in those fields. You've not walked in the woods with people. You've not walked up the mountains with people. You have not walked down near the river with where the bridge is. You have not walked anywhere. You had opportunities for people to come down and form a search party with you and walk around, even on Light Hollow Road, and you won't do it. And you told Critters that, well, I can't walk in the woods. And she's sitting there saying, well, it's not good for her mental well-being, her mental health. And you said, well, what if I go in the woods and I found Summer? I would want to pick her up and hug her and love on her. I would mess up the crime scene. How do you know there's a crime scene in the woods? Hmm? What flyers have you hung up? Show proof. Take a picture. I've never seen pictures of you hanging up flyers. You tell people that you gone around hanging up flyers. I don't believe in that. I don't believe you did. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. What flyers have you hung up, Candus? Take a picture showing people you going around town and you're hanging up flyers. I ain't never seen that. Anybody else see her pictures of her hanging up flyers? You haven't done diddly squat. So quit playing it. Now you got Critters and her sister coming up there to visit you. Why don't you all get together and go walking in those fields together with people? Why don't you search for this child? What is holding you back for real to go searching? Were you afraid you're going to find something? Lead people to where you took Summer. Find her and give her peace and rest. Stop playing games. But Critters is going to find out the hard way that she wasted her time trying to coach this lady and trying to be her friend and all this other stuff, and find out later on it's going to come back to bite her in the butt. And unfortunately, with these kind of people, that's probably how it's going to be. But I saw this picture of Grandma bending over with a bad knee. Yeah, okay. Squatting at the knees a little bit, bending down, looking at the ground. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bad knee, my hiney. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that she had a bad knee. I believe that's all a bunch of BS. But it's not really about Grandma, is it? It's not about you. It's not about Don. You got 3 littles that are not there with you anymore. Why? To protect them. I pray for them every single day that they get a good home and a lot of love and caring because they're going to need it. But it's about that little girl right here, that little face with those eyes and that smile. She's 7 years old. She was 5 when she went gone. She had the most beautiful eyes. If you didn't want her, heck, I'm sure there would have been people out there who would want to adopt a child like her. You can't play this card anymore, saying one thing and then saying another thing. You can't do it, Candus. It don't work that way in life. It don't work that way. Now, you were triggered the other night. So supposedly you told Doug you left about 8:30. I'll say 8:30. Took Grandma to the ER. Left and went and got H because he supposed. But here's the thing. You failed to tell Doug what you told CM. That H called you and wanted to know if he could tag along with you and you guys could go fishing or swimming or something. But you brought no fishing poles. So then you told Doug that you left and you went and got H, came back, picked up Granny, went to Walgreens, dropped off the prescription, and went home. Summer was not with you because as soon as he said that, you got triggered and went offline. You got caught. Summer was not in that car with you when you went to Walgreens. And Granny was not at that pond either. I caught that. Granny never went to that pond with you. No way. You would walk down a hill with an immobilizer on your leg. No way. Cane or not, no way. Especially if your knee was that sore that made you go to the emergency room. No way. And believe me, I know for a fact because I've had bad knees. No way. I debunked that. You make it sound like Granny's trailer was very far from your house when you tell tales. Granny's trailer is right there. You walk out your door, you boom, boom, you're right there. One's like 15 feet away from your house, not even. Come on. Where is Summer? What happened to her? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. That's all. You know? Because the more you lie about it, the worse it gets. And it's your own fault. And Smiley's story world, anybody who likes her, go sub up to her page. I like her page. I think she's a really, really nice person. And when she posted this picture last night, which I'm using with the Fair Use Law 107, I was surprised, but not surprised, because I knew somewhere there was a lie that was going to come out. You got bad knees. You can't bend like that. I can't. I still can't bend like that. I can bend over with my knees straight, but I can't bend my knees like that because I can't get back up. But here's the thing. So when the red barrel was laying down on its side, you know, with the white thing over it, did you have the for sale sign facing down, or did you cover it up with that white thing that's on there? I just want to know. Or did you repaint it and cover it up so that nobody can see it? Just curious. But as I said before, I spotted that in the video and I'm like, did he notice that? You see, people look and they notice things. But you got caught the other night, and that was a good catch. And bravo to no thanks, Doug, because that was a good catch. You lied, and you got caught with your yeah. And you're playing critters with your sympathy, and you're boo-hoo-hooing, and everybody's falling for it. And I don't understand why, but they are. But don't worry, I got clips. It'll come out of you changing your story around and your fibbies, because it's going to come out. You failed to tell Doug the same story you told CM. That you took Granny to the emergency room, and then you went and picked H, called you, then you went and got H, and then you went down. You told CM a whole other story. Then you went down to the pond, and then you went and got picked up. Then you went to go get Granny at the ER. Then you went to go Walgreens, and you failed about Priceless. Left that out, huh? You left Sonic out. And then you went and dropped off H, and then you went and picked up the prescriptions and then came home. That's what you told CM. Right? Tell Doug but my mom was with me. Yeah, your mom was with you. And H. Didn't mention anything about Summer, did you? That's where you got caught. And he didn't mention Summer either. You know what? I'm going to make this a little bit bigger because she deserves to be seen. I'm going to make it right there. See, this little girl deserves to be seen and not ignored. That little girl right there, Summer Moon, Utah, deserves to be seen every single day. And I bet she haunts you, right? I bet she haunts your dreams because something happened to her and you won't tell the truth. And I don't care what you told TBI or LE, you probably lied to them too. And of course, you got your husband saying, everybody's picking on my wife. I think you played your husband. I think you lied to him. I think that he's believing the BS that you told him. And he's starting to believe all this. But now, a little at a time, he should start believing what people are telling him. He didn't know that you had shared a twisted tea with H. That's pretty funny. Thought you told him everything. Yeah. Well, it's all going to come out in the wash. All your dirty laundry. It's all going to be put together in a video, all your little lies. Because no matter how many times you lie, it comes back to bite you. Lie, I know it's not in your metabolism to lie. We already heard that story. And you don't lie. Bull. You got nothing to lie about? Bull. You lie all the time. You lie to lie on top of a lie on top of a lie to cover up one story, then another story, then another story. And it's coming back to bite you. What happened to Summer? Where is she? Where did you put her? Let her have some rest and peace. That's all people are asking for, but you got caught. You got caught big time. So did your mother. So was that picture before or after she hurt her knee? Or before her knee replacement or after the knee replacement? I'm just curious. Well, I'll let everybody go. I got a few chores to do, as you can hear my laundry machine is going bonkers. And I will talk to you all later on these YouTube streets. Have a nice morning.